So you want to close 24 deals as a new real estate agent, and you're wondering, how do you do it? I'm going to be sharing exactly what I would do if I were a brand new real estate agent and wanted to close 24 deals in the next year. If that's something you're interested in, be sure to stick around because we're going to get after it right now. You want to close 24 deals, you're a new agent, how are you going to do it? This is exactly what I would do if I were a brand new agent. First up is have 2 real conversations per day. And by real conversations, it doesn't have to be in person. It could be in person or on social, but it has to be substantial conversations, not just, hey, how's it going? Or, hey, I like your shirt today. The goal of this is not to talk about real estate. That's great if it comes up. But the goal is to nurture and cultivate those relationships. It's a long game, and you want to be adding to your database, nurturing those relationships, and you're doing it by having 2 conversations a day. Next is enroll yourself in something you love doing. This could be volunteering. It could be a sport. It could be some type of activity. It could be a group. It could be a book club. There are so many options. Think about what you truly enjoy and love doing and get involved in that. The goal from this is meeting more people. And again, you don't need to talk about real estate. It will naturally come up over time. It's simply to put yourself in front of more people to give yourself the opportunity to have more conversations. Next is leveraging social media platforms. And there's a lot of ways to go about this. If I were just starting out, I would post a story a day on Instagram, and I would have my Instagram account linked to my Facebook account so that story feeds over into your Facebook stories. And then I would also post 2 reels a week on the same days every single week. You want that consistency. And I would also go live on Facebook once a week. You could have a topic that you discuss every single week. You can change those topics up. You could give a market update. You could have a lender join you to talk about the financing side of things. There's so many different ways that you can implement going live on Facebook and have it be very interesting for your audience. You get a lot of love if you go live, so don't be shy. Put yourself out there and leverage those social media platforms. Collaborate with local businesses, and I would focus on small businesses because they are in the same struggle that you are in terms of getting more exposure. That really never stops. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And you can tag them and shout them out on your social media. You can go be a customer, a regular customer of that business. And then when the relationship starts to form, you can also do collaborations to help each other out. Even if you're in the new stages of meeting these business owners and building those relationships, ask them to share the post that you're tagging them in so that you are also getting exposed to their audience. It's a reciprocal relationship, and it will take time to nurture. But if you invest in those relationships with small businesses in your area, you are stronger together and can really help each other out. Attend community events, and this could be within your neighborhood, it can be within your city, it could be fundraisers, charity events, it could be the local yard sale or trash pickup. There's always some type of event going on, no matter what area you're in. And this is simply to get you in front of more people, but in a relaxed setting. You're not going to be saying, hey, do you want to buy or sell a house? You're simply going to be a part of the community. You're also giving back at the same time while you're meeting new people. Start a YouTube channel. And this is another long play, and it takes a lot of consistency for it to pay off. So until you're really ready to commit to it, I don't recommend it. But if you're ready to make that commitment, start out by posting 1 long form video and 1 short a week. And once you get comfortable with that, then you can build up to be posting more. Make sure that you are posting on the same day at the same time every single week. You can, of course, schedule them, so that helps out in terms of convenience. But starting a YouTube channel can be a game changer for your business. It's a lot of work. It's definitely not easy, but it is simple, and it is a powerful way to get yourself in front of more people and start building your audience so that when they're ready, they're reaching out to you. Create high quality content. There's so much content. It's content overload, but a lot of the content that agents publish is just generic Canva garbage. And don't get me wrong, I love Canva, but you want to make it your own. Don't just use a template that 100 other agents have used that's very generic and boring. Determine who your target audience is and create your post based on what they're going to be interested in. You should be posting reels, you should be posting short videos, long form if it's on YouTube. You should also be creating content that's based on what your audience is going to want to know. Don't just slap up something generic that they're really not interested in. So for example, if you are targeting first-time home buyers, then you want to cater the content that you're putting out to what first-time home buyers are going to be interested in. They have questions about down payments. They have questions about knowing when is the right time to buy, questions about getting pre-approved. Make sure that you are really building content that is based on what your audience is going to be interested in. Next is offer free educational seminars, and this can be in person or it can be virtual. Again, a lot of different topics that you could go with here. It just depends on who your target audience is, but you're coming from a place of providing value. Absolutely no cost. You are just sharing your knowledge with anyone who's interested in soaking it up. And this is a gesture to give back. And in return, you will find over time that it gets you business. But you're going to have to do more than one. It's not likely, it's possible, but it's not likely that you're going to just immediately get business. But by hosting these seminars, you're also getting contact information from a new set of people that maybe you haven't had a conversation with yet. And by providing that free value to them, from there, you can then start to nurture that relationship with the contact information that you've gained. Develop strategic partnerships. There are a lot of businesses out there who are in a situation where it could be a reciprocal referral situation. So think about your real estate attorneys, unfortunately divorce attorneys, HR departments of large corporations, or even relocation companies. There are a lot of businesses out there that complement real estate agents and vice versa. So by nurturing those relationships and collaborating, you can help each other grow your businesses. Love on your sphere. This is my personal favorite. It has been the number one growth factor in my business over the years. And that's just simply showing the people that you know and love that you care. It could be someone that you have already done business with, it's a past client. It could also be someone that already knows, likes, and trusts you, and you are simply nurturing that relationship. Send those handwritten notes, a thank you card, a home anniversary card, a hey, I'm just thinking of you card. And if it's in your budget, then include a little gift for their home anniversary if they're a past client. If it's in your budget to do pop buys a few times a year, do that. Don't give them junk, but give them something that they will actually use and remember you by, and simply show that you care. Become an expert in a niche market. We've all heard it. The riches are in the niches, and it really is accurate. When you become an expert, you go from just being a generalist to being a true specialist in the niche that you have chosen. This is another long-term play. It's going to take some time once you identify your niche and start marketing specifically to that niche. It's going to take a little bit of time, but wow, can your business really take off once you become established in your chosen niche? You become known as that specialist, the expert, the one who gets it done in the specific niche, and it can be a great way to grow your business. Send a monthly email newsletter. This is really powerful for consistently staying in touch with your sphere of influence. If you think about it, if you're doing just one email newsletter a month, that's 12 touches already done throughout the year. Don't fill it with a bunch of fluff. Nobody has a bunch of time to read your newsletter. Make it something that they are actually interested in. Focus on your local real estate market. I like to do a giveaway in mine every quarter. Those are always fun and they get a lot of engagement. Share any big local events that you think someone might be interested in. Share a listing that you have. Better yet, if it's a luxury listing, everybody loves looking at gorgeous real estate, whether they're in the market or not. Just make sure that your newsletter is not too long, and make sure that you are absolutely doing it once a month. Keep it consistent so your audience knows what to expect from you. Last is collaborating with local media outlets. And this is a tricky one. It takes time to get your foot in the door, but if you are consistently volunteering and offering to give your expert advice to, say, a local news station, whether it's in studio or virtually, you can then level up your profile in terms of how the general public views you. Being able to show up on a local news station or even writing a guest article for your local paper can really get you some great exposure. Make sure it's not one and done though. You want to maintain those relationships, especially once you get either your article published or you have the opportunity to show up on a local news station. Make sure you keep in touch with them so they keep inviting you back. So there you have it. That's exactly what I would do if I were a brand new agent and on the path of getting 24 deals in the next year. Remember that real estate is a long-term play. It's not built overnight, but if you are implementing the right task day after day, you will find that you grow your business, and make sure on top of that you are providing the absolute best, extraordinary customer service so that you are also not only growing your business from a new client standpoint, but also getting those referrals. If you got some value from today's video, please consider giving me a like. That always helps me out and I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments below. And until I see you on the next one, take care.